challenge with a faster-paced environment and more responsibility on the student. Of course, there are plenty of great schools with these features, but none seem to provide the morality and the character development that Belen does. The main reason I chose Belen was for the formation of men being serviceable and polite, gentlemen who seek growth. As Jesuits, personal growth is essential to a healthy lifestyle, whether it be academic, athletic, or spiritual. So I enrolled in 8th grade, which is an awkward time because most students enter in either 6th as what we call lifers, or in 9th for high school. As one of the few new 8th graders with little class experience, I was expecting to take longer to assimilate. But at Belen, there's never an issue fitting in. We consider each other brothers, as you'll hear us all say. I clearly remember my first class being theology, and at the end of the period when the bell rang, everyone stood to leave, but I sat confused. I had no idea the class has changed. Thankfully, my theology teacher was understanding and patient, as were the rest of the students, and they guided me throughout the rest of my day. When you meet the faculty and students here at Belen, you'll notice everyone makes an effort to know you personally. As I grew more comfortable with the school, I became more involved in extracurriculars like lacrosse and band. At Belen, we are encouraged to experiment with our talents and find ways to show appreciation for our abilities. My gift of rhythm has brought me into clubs like SOV, which means be a man in Latin. SOV is much like a youth group, started here by a friend of mine who relied on me to incorporate praise and worship into the meetings. What began as a favor turned into my realization on how I can incorporate music into my praise for the Lord. I've heard multiple times a song is prayer twice, but it wasn't until this experience that I truly believed it. This connection I had formed opened up new doors for me in my faith and my music, with opportunities to serve my community. We are all capable of using any gift to praise and serve the Lord, and I hope you all choose to become a part of this community and seek out your talents to grow with us. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Guillermo Molero, and I'm a senior here at Belen. Ever since I've been here, since 6th grade, there's always been something to learn. Whether it be calculus, U.S. history, or even creative writing. There's just been so many activities and different classes that have helped me to learn more about the world around me. The standards at this school, academically, are unparalleled. Definitely the best school in the country, probably in the state. And I don't mean to say that to sound like a marketing director or anything. I genuinely mean it. I love this school. There's a really wide variety of subjects that you can study here, and each one helps you explore a passion that you never even knew you had. For example, last year I took a class in art history, a subject that I really wasn't interested in before, something that I didn't really care about or think about. Whenever I went to museums, I basically looked at the pretty pictures and smiled, not much else. But now, after having taken that class and understanding the politics behind every single work, all the cultures that made each thing, the processes, the materials, and everything, I just have so much more of an appreciation for what it is that art can do for the world and how it impacts society. Sometimes, because I've learned so much in that class, whenever I go to museums now, people mistake me for a tour guide. Unfortunately, one family in DC found out the hard way when security at the Smithsonian told me that I had to have an ID to give a tour. But that's not to say that everything at this school is easy, because this school academically is very challenging. There are going to be nights when you have a lot of hard work to do, when homework is going to pile up and you're going to feel like you're drowning. But it's all of this hard work that prepares you for what life is going to be in the future, for college, for entering the workforce. And it's through persevering that Belen teaches you how to be a determined man, how to be a hard-working person, and how to still go through all that work looking at life with a positive attitude. Belen isn't just a challenging school. Learning is engaging, but it's also fun. It's a fun place to learn. The teachers here assign unique homework, unique projects, very different ways to approach learning. Instead of simply having a droning lecture on time, you can have a class activity where you make a movie together to talk about how the Spanish Civil War started, for example. There's also many activities outside of class that can help you foster your interest in learning. Model United Nations is a club where you can go to different conferences around the country and talk about the different global issues and ways to try and solve them. The Overseas Study Program here at Belen, where you can go to different places. This year they're going to Cambodia, Vietnam, and Thailand. You get to see all these different landmarks. You get to learn about all the different cultures of the places you visit. And most importantly, you get to do it with your friends. You get to have fun while doing it. Belen is a great school, and I know that you guys know that, you guys are here. And I hope that you guys get a chance to join this community. It makes learning, it's so much more than that though. It makes learning engaging, it makes learning challenging. But best of all, it makes learning fun. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Marco Delamaza. I'm an 8th grade student here at Belen. And I started in 6th grade. I still remember when my parents brought me to the open house and I sat in the same seats that you were all sitting today. I couldn't wait to the first day. But when the first day did come, I was very nervous. I only had 4 of my good friends. There were a ton of kids who were older than me. I had many teachers instead of just one, and changing classes was very confusing. Luckily, I had the help of my amazing counselors and teachers to make me feel at home here. There are many reasons why I love Belen. The most important reason to me is that my faith has been nurtured here. I have a spiritual counselor and a religion teacher to answer any questions that I have on my Catholic faith, as well as I may attend Mass every day and I get to go on retreats, which are super fun. Another reason that Belen is amazing is that I'm challenged to excel here. My teachers teach with such passion and enthusiasm that it makes me want to learn. My favorite reason that Belen is amazing is that we have so many extracurricular activities and athletic teams. Currently, I play volleyball and I am on the speech and debate team. And in the spring, I play lacrosse. Doing these activities has helped me so much to make so many friends and do things that I wouldn't have been able to do otherwise. Overall, I'm super glad that I'm able to come to this school. I hope you enjoy our open house and that you decide to become a Wolverine like me. Thank you.